Everyone, it's Agnes. I've got today a bit of a different YouTube. The Skywalker and I were talking about relationships, men and women, and I wanted to share a bit of about what we talked about because it's been a bit of a collaboration, him being male, me being female, and some interesting things came out of it. So firstly, I'm going to read to you where we started, the quote that he sent me and that sparked this conversation. I wonder how many women know how to be a man's peace. Can he lay on your chest and find rest? As much as a man should, a woman should bring a sense of calm to the relationship. Are your man's sense of escape from the world? He shouldn't have to go fight the world and come home and have round two with you. That was the beginning of our conversation. And I think this YouTube today being for the women, as in how we can improve and how we can be more loving, more at peace, to be able to create that for the person we are in a relationship with. So that was the beginning of the conversation. And then it went on to talk about that when women are in the princess syndrome, and are so busy looking at the requirements of what they want and need in a relationship that the man often misses out, and that's often why they leave. So a little excerpt from our conversation. Maybe and just maybe, if he knew he could do that instinctively, he'd never leave in the first place. So women, very good bit of information. This also can happen in homosexual relationships as well, bisexual relationships. It's not necessarily just a dynamic between men and women, but we're using this as an example today because of the reading. So due to the over expectancy many women feel for their own existence, like he was placed on this planet just for that. And the thing is, another human being isn't just placed on the planet to love you and to make you feel good. They've got their own needs, emotional needs, physical needs that they have that they need to have met as well. So it's about you giving to be able to create that for them as well as them giving that to you. Okay, it's a two-way street. So it was a good conversation. So I thought I'd share a bit of it with you. Then, from Skywalker, from a man's perspective. But then, in retrospect, that don't then become too restricted and too rigid. This is mine and I can stand alone. There has to be a relaxedness, okay? In the spirit, just knowing you're able to be self-sufficient. So when you are self-sufficient in your sense of love, I hope you can hear me. My mum's cooking downstairs. Cooking up a storm. So, yes, back to my train of thought. So for self-realization and inner heart healing, being at peace, being self-loving, looking after the self, looking after your self-worth, stop seeking love outside to make you feel better. If you can keep that in mind, it makes for a hell of a lot more mature and satisfying relationship for both parties, okay? And another little excerpt, the zest, this is from Skywalker 2 in response, and the zest for the living that's generated and therefore possibly to be adopted, and from this basis can the love actually be formed within you. So when you do these things that we talk about on this channel, the self-love, the self-worth, the meditations to achieve the peace, the affirmations to achieve the self-love and the self-worth, when you do all that, then you are then really give to somebody, you see. Okay, so now, fabulous song that has beautiful words that Skywalker sent me. So I'm going to read that to you and then down below. It's exactly how a woman can be so misunderstood. This one is definitely for all the ladies who are struggling and who have constantly be on the stanza point for themselves, for men or for other women even, people in their families, etc. Now, hear the words to the song, and then I'm going to play you the song. Well, I'm not going to play it. You're going to play it because it'll be a YouTube link. It's from Lisa Stanfield. He's home again from another day. She smiles at him as he walks through the door. She wonders if it will be okay. It's hard for her when he doesn't respond. He says, "Hey, babe, you look a mess. You look dowdy in that dress. It's just not like it used to be." Then she says, "I may not be a lady, but I am all woman. From Monday to Sunday, I work harder than you know. I'm no classy lady, but I'm all woman. And this woman needs a little love to make her strong. You're not the only one." She stands and lets the tears flow, tears that she's been holding back so long. She wonders, where did all the loving go? The love they used to share when they were strong. She says, "Yes, I look a mess, but I thought you always thought of me to always be impressed. I may not be a lady, but I'm all woman. From Monday to Sunday, I work harder than you know. I'm no classy lady, but I'm all woman. And this woman needs a little love to make her strong. You're not the only one." He holds her hands and hangs his head in shame. He doesn't see her like he used to. He's too wrapped up in working for his pay. He hasn't seen the pain he's put her through. Attention that he's paid just vanished in the haze. He remembers how it used to be when he used to say, "You'll always be a lady because you're all woman. From Monday to Sunday, I love you much more than you know. You're a classy lady because you're all a loving man to keep her warm. You're the one, the only one. You're a classy lady because you're all woman. So sweet the love that used to be. So sweet the love that used to be. We can be sweet again." Beautiful. So, All Women's Lyrics Universal Music Publishing Group. So I'm going to put the link to that song down below for those of you that want to listen. And yes, just a bit of a mixed bag of nuts for this YouTube, but something to ponder, something to think about. And that's it. Lots of love.